Hi, I wanted to come online today and do a quick video. I'm overwhelmed at the amount of people that have joined this page, and for those of you who might not have got a feel yet for why I do what I do, I thought I'd come on and do a quick video just to really reintroduce what I'm about and what this page is about, and groups going forward. Sometimes we need to forget what we've been told in the past about unhappiness, depression, and kind of where those things come from, and how difficult they are to move on from. It's not an easy thing to say, and it's not an easy concept to understand. But I've had 30 years of looking for that answer, I suppose, for keeping going through things, keeping reading things, learning new ways, all those different therapies that are out there. But I just want people moving forward to forget about those failed therapies and to really digest and start a new way of thinking and put that into practice in our daily lives. It's a common sense approach that I think emotional wealth comes from. It's not a new woo-woo science or method of looking into things. It really is about a common sense approach. It's about what makes us tick and what breaks us, what makes us fall apart. And it's about the generic principles that are applicable to all manner of things in our lives. I've mentioned to you before about trauma, and that's something I never knew that I had. I'd brushed it under the carpet. I thought I'd dealt with it. I thought that trauma was just big, life events, being in wars, horrific things happening. And yes, I'd been through, emotional and physical abuse, but I'd never perceived that to be a trauma. I'd never, I suppose, conceptualized that it was worthy of trauma. So we need to believe that this approach of emotional wealth is applicable to all. We're all going through some form of trauma at the moment. We will continue to do so. So this is why I believe emotional wealth at this time is so important, not just for ourselves, but for our children, and really, to move forward. Because what happens with other types of therapies, and I'm in no way, saying other therapies don't work at all. This isn't really a therapy. This is a way of thinking, and what happens sometimes with other therapies, certainly therapies that I've been through, is that it's made my depressive state probably worse. Analysing, the past and traumas in, the past traumas, bringing them into the present. And every time you uncover one, you have to start again. You have to go back to the beginning and work that through. Carl Jung said that the greatest affliction affecting mankind isn't serious mental health, but it's the general uneasiness and unhappiness that is in our society. And I believe that, that is true. We lose touch with what's around us. There is a place within you that you feel good. We just need to be able to access it. We need, mental processes take us away from this, and that's why we need to understand better how to live in the here, because we have been creating that unhappiness, whether we like it or not. It's we need to have that shift in human consciousness to be able to relate to how we feel, to have a new level of understanding and a conscious level of understanding as to our our kind of thoughts and the processes and the way that we work. Be open to that possibility, because in any moment we can make those decisions. We have a choice to make. We have a choice, whether we have happiness, but we have to decide that we want that. It's not easy. And I'm not sitting here saying it's a magic bullet. It's not. It's about solving those external problems, and many believe that when they have a new job, they have a new relationship, or they lose weight, or that it will bring them contentment. But actually, that's just postponing happiness until other conditions are met. We need to commit and to make that decision in that moment. So, that's kind of where I come from with emotional wealth. It's really going back to the psychology of the mind, and the way we work, our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, and the natural way that we can learn and understand and master those to be able to live in a more emotionally wealthy place. So I hope that makes sense. As I say, I'm really, really pleased that so many have joined, and so many are following and interacting. It'd be great to hear more from you guys about your experiences, your thoughts, and I'll look forward to catching up with you soon. Thank you.